There you go. Good afternoon, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Welcome to Sunday's episode of Handmade Home Shopping. I am your host, Platyfly. I am here with Cobble, who is often with us in the chat. He decided to stop by live and in person, which you can do. Cobble, thank you. It is so good to see you again since 2020. Yes, I like to see you too. Thank you. You are. I now release you to go back to your amazing shopping.
Cobble. What? Can you get confused real quick so I can take a shot?
No, please do not get me confused. So
the following statement is true. The preceding statement was false.
Oh, what's happening right now? Yeah. Yes, if you watch our Wednesday show, you will be in on that joke. So today we are here on Sunday at Oddmall. Started at 11 a.m. this morning. We go till 5 o'clock tonight, and we are getting ready to go around to our vendors to interview them live. So if you would come with me, hi, how are you? I know there's fairy wings. I shall allow you to walk backwards, sir.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like it.
You gotta make sure I don't hit somebody.
Do I?
Yep.
So, everybody, if you are here local in the basically greater Seattle area, please come down today and show Oddmall your love. You do have to be masked up to get in the door, but as you can see, we just have an amazing selection of over 100 vendors that are here today. Fabulous. And we're going to say, yes, our first vendor today actually is going to be an author. So, okay, wait, wing clearance.
Wing clearance.
Wing clearance. You first.
You first. I have wings.
There you go. Yes, so our first vendor today is going to be actually an author. It is virtYULE Books. And not virtYULE Books. I am. It is virtYULE Books. we had to reorganize everybody since all right, we're going towards virtYULE.
Okay. I'm trying, but people there.
And I just want to point out these wings. I've leveled up my wing game today. I got some new ones. It's been a minute, so we'll have to visit our wing vendor when we're done today. Hello, virtYULE Books.
Hello.
So, please, if you will, we are going to share this mic. Okay. So, we'll let our people go by here.
Okay.
Please, if you will, just speak loudly because of masks. And that is our people at home watching.
Oh.
So,
hi.
yes, watching live.
Hello.
What is your name and your business? And please tell us about your writing.
My name is Robert Wright, and I write a lot of different adventure books for all different ages. I do sci-fi, I do fantasy, urban fantasy. I have a zombie series. I do paranormal, a very dark dystopian, and even a book of short stories. And
something for everybody.
Yes, and if you're over 18, I even have a paranormal romance too.
So that's
yes,
amazing.
Yes, very spicy one. But I write a little of everything. And I also have a children's series. So I do a lot of different books in a lot of different areas.
And so I see also that you have this first place ribbon here, it looks like.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Congratulations, award-winning author.
Thank you. I have a couple of my YA books that did semi-finalists. And Mummy in the Museum is the third book in my series. And it won at the Chanticleer Awards for its category last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I was really proud of that one.
I feel like looking at your books and given your name and given that you're writing, it is redefining the meaning of paperback writer by the Beatles to me.
Yeah. I'm a person that loves paperbacks, loves the books. I read like 5-6 books a week sometimes.
Ooh, I wish I had that much time.
Yeah. I'm a fast reader, so I love writing books. I've done this since I was a kid, making up stories and like doing the pictures, little doodles and drawings. So about 5 years ago, I wanted to publish one book, and it was The Which Way Home. And basically, it ended up into right now 22 books
Oh, wow.
that we have published. And my wife does basically,
Wait.
she,
Say hello to everybody at home.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
Sherry? Sherry, yes.
and she basically does all the hard parts. She does all my cover work and formatting.
So this is your
and
art on the cover.
Yes, this is her art and photo manipulation, but she does awesome job, and it's what draws people in.
Mm-hmm. A
And
good cover is important.
yeah, all my books are what I call the main hero or heroine is what I call the anti-Disney princess, because they go out and pick up the sword and they go slay the dragon, and they're the ones that go save the prince themselves.
But Princess Leia is now a Disney
That's
princess.
true. So I know I'm careful on saying that, but
This one uses a chainsaw.
yeah, okay.
Chainsaw Princess. So what is your most recent book that you've come out with here? The most current that you have?
Yes.
Let's walk this way.
Yes. This is my zombie series, the start of it. And Extinction Effect Zombie Run is my newest book. And a lot of my books are set also in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, very nice.
Like these are set in Bellingham, My Unwanted, which is a very, very dark dystopian.
Mm-hmm.
It's set in Woodby Island in Bellingham. So I use a lot of the area and the characters, the
Local
whole
places and
local
geography.
places, yes. So I use a lot of that. So to really hit home on it.
Yeah, to make it, give it the genuine,
yes,
I'm actually from that place feel, as opposed to,
yes, and we have,
I use Google Maps.
yeah, and with us living in the Pacific Northwest, we have the dark woods and the mountains and the ocean, and I mean, it's just set up to bring out supernatural characters and creatures and just...
Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the scariness of your books? Are they too much for, say, a teen, or no?
No, all my books are within like Harry Potter area.
I'm just gonna
sorry.
Yes, clear a little passage here.
Like my Which Way books are about middle grade.
Okay.
My Ruby Red is more of a high school age reading level. It depends on the child that reads it and everything. A lot of my books are basically they're adventure books, like the old style Tarzan, and that run right into the adventure and they fight their way out and save themselves. So that's what I write a lot of.
Okay, so I have 3 questions for you. I'll ask them in order here. 1, would you recommend, or say 1 or 2 good books for people who are starting to read your books, like a good starter book for your type of work?
My favorite is Walk the Stars if you like sci-fi, and Which Way, which if you like fantasy with dragons and trolls.
Yes. Hey, it's a book for you, y'all. Hammer hands.
There you go. Okay. And despite the name, Lucifer's Daughter is a fun paranormal, and it's got a lot of fun characters and action, and that's one of my favorite ones.
All right. Well, so that was my next question that I was going to ask was, what's a good starter book? What is your personal, absolute all-time favorite?
Lucifer's Daughter.
Lucifer's Daughter?
Yes. Okay. And my children's books.
And your children's books.
I love my children's books. Those are actually the hardest ones, and I put the most time in just to make them readable and despite the covers, not scary for little kids.
What do you actually find is the most difficult thing when writing children's books?
Keeping the cadence, keeping it short and quick to keep their attention, and also to to not go above the reading level that I'm trying to aim for.
Right.
So, especially since I write adult and young adult books, these are actually the hardest I spend the most time on writing.
Right, getting them right. So,
Yes, getting them right, even though they're the shortest books, they're the hardest ones. And also, I do little line drawings for like each
Oh,
chapter.
so they are illustrated. There's
Little illustrations for each chapter. Just to,
oh yeah, okay.
just to throw in for the younger kids and everything. So
now the last question. Okay, maybe two more questions.
No, fine.
One, where can people find your books on the interwebs? Amazon or?
We're on Amazon. We are on every ebook format. We have our Square Store, Facebook, also on our Which Way Books website. So,
and all of the information you should be able to see in the tickers, but it is also in the low bar wherever you are watching from at home. So you can find our information before, during, and after the show. These shows do not come down off the internet, so you don't have to rush out this very second, but please do go out and you can follow them, all of the good things. You guys know how this works. Do you have any specials going at all today for the Oddmall crowd?
for the
I'm so sorry.
that's fine.
That's okay. 3 of our books are available. If you buy 3 young adult or adult paranormal, we get 25% off.
25% off. Fabulous. Well, I think that is everything that we have today. Thank you so much for being our first interviewee of the day.
All right,
so,
thank you.
yes, many happy sales to you.
All right, thank you.
All right, you guys. And now we are just going to wander right next door, quite literally, once again. And it would, yes, we are at the gorgeous Guerilla, as in guerrilla marketing. Yes. She has been on our show before. Yes, you can feel free to come out here if you like. No, my wing clearance is, yes.
Yeah. We've already experienced some gravitational tragedies today, so
So we're going to stand very close. I hope you don't mind. We're both masked up so that people can get by us, because it's very, very crowded here today. So,
yes.
And it's lovely. Please, if you will, tell us who you are and your business and what you do, and wave hello to our people watching at home.
Greetings, people watching at home. I'm Gorgeous Guerilla, and so I find ceramics and other objects and upcycle them to be sassier, fundamentally. Usually. So yeah, that can be anything from turning the jar to say fancy drugs, or adding belly to a plate that desperately needed it.
Yes, we had quite a good time with the one that was the giveaway when you were on the channel.
Yes, yeah, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. No, it was Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader. That's right, Master Blaster style. Yes. So this spoon. Did you put all the printing inside of these spoons?
I hammer them. Yeah, it's a cathartic.
It's my aggression out of here.
Yeah, right. It's cheaper than marriage counseling.
Might actually also be more cathartic. Yes. This is beautiful. I love this one here. So tell me a little bit of, like, what is your favorite thing to do or piece that you have?
My favorite thing to do is always the next thing, because I just love figuring out what everything means. For this show, definitely my favorite was the Fancy Drugs jar, or this one right here, which is a wise woman once said something, and she lived happily ever after.
I like that saying.
Yeah, me too.
This poison jar? This is amazing.
Oh, yes, I've been feeling very
It looks like an urn.
It does. It does look like an urn. I actually had a customer today tell me that her goal was to be cremated and put in that jar, and I was like, best compliment ever.
If I should ever be cremated, I want to be in an I Dream of Jeannie jar.
Yes, that is a solid life goal.
Do you remember the inside of that bottle?
It was perfect. It was like the sofas. And it was
great.
Yeah.
So I know I asked about these spoons here for a
Uh-huh.
reason. The reason was because since you do all of this hammering and you put all of these, all of the sayings and whatnot, can you custom make these for customers? And if
Yes.
so, since you okay, so yes, you can.
Yep.
Walk me through what that process looks like.
Well, it depends on the customer.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we got a little
traffic.
little wing related issue. No, so it depends on the customer. Some customers just want like an additional word added. Like you've been poisoned, Steve, right? Poor Steve, it's the end of your day. But and sometimes customers really want like to start from a whole new foundation. So I've done like particularly for proposals, people will send me like elaborate messages and things. And so it just depends.
There we go.
So
these mirrors, I like this mirror business.
Oh yes, thank you. Those are new. I feel like, they're not really catching on as much as I want them to, but I do enjoy phrases like "you look like a hangover taste," and I feel like that should always be on a mirror.
Might I ask you, where is the creative inspiration for some of these phrases that you have out of your own cranium, or is it a blend of you and other things that you see?
It's predominantly me, but there's also, lots of people throw me phrases. Will be like, "Have you ever thought about putting this on it?" And I'm like, "No, but no." Yes. Gracias. I will take it.
I love that, and now I feel like you guys, all of you watching at home, if you ever have ideas of snarky things and sassy things, you should just send them her way.
If you're ever feeling sassy, that's what I'm for.
That is what you are here for. So can you give me a price range for the stuff that we... Wait, what are these?
Oh, so my partner has been booth sitting with me.
Okay.
Amazing. And he hand forges. So these are hand forged spring steel hooks. You can hang your teacups from them should you feel inclined. You can also do pull-ups on them, apparently. They're that sturdy.
I would believe it.
Yeah.
So, well, that's fabulous. So can you tell me, what is the price range here, maybe, of your product?
Well, for the show, we've got the Island of Misfit Toys would be...
I have to make clean clearance again.
Would be the lowest range, and those are $2 each. Those are ones that are just not quite right. They're like the little ugly duckling babies. And then we go all the way up to $30 for the plate. And this one is at $50 for the show. So those are sort of
the absinthe bottle.
Absinthe bottle.
I'm going to show this really quick because, absinthe and fairies, they go together, right?
Like peas and carrots, right?
Yeah.
I love this. And I bet it sounds great when you take that the glass on glass of the decanter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is too small.
Gunther says that this is too small, you guys. I don't know if you can hear him because he's way back there, so I don't know how well his sound comes through. He's far away from us, but I love that you call this also the Island of Misfit Toys. So.
Yes, that's,
Well, is there anything that you would like to say to our viewers at home before we wander on to our next vendor today?
Just enjoy, stay creepy.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much, and and many happy sales to you. All right, we are going to trade places now. Yay!
No, I can't do this.
Nah, you can do it. I believe in you, Gunther.
Yeah, I'm sure. I believe I'm gonna smack
This way. I'm using my hands to do the magic steering. I feel like I need those I need lightsabers, mini lightsabers. Are mini lightsabers a thing?
Yes.
Are they actually?
Yes. It's called chopsticks.
Okay, they're not. Chopsticks are not mini lightsabers. If they light up, they are, I suppose.
They are.
Yes. So our next vendor that we are going to go to here is right around the corner. It's Patched Up Puff. Now we are actually getting to Patched Up Puff. I kept saying them out of order. I'm very sorry about that for them. But we shall see the mysterious booth at this time. I'm very excited to get in here and look at the stuff and things. All the way towards the coffin with the devil duck on top. Things that you will only hear said at Oddmall. Right here. Hello, no, it's all good. I don't want to interrupt you. Are you okay? Well, we have made it to your Punched Up Pup. Welcome, welcome. Yes, say hello to everybody watching. Hello. Now, I'm going to have to kind of scoot in here a little bit so we have wing clearance for people to walk by as best as we can. So we'll have to be close. We're going to share this mic. And if you will, please introduce yourself to everybody and tell us who you are and what you do.
Hello, I am Jennifer. I'm the creator, owner, and designer of Punched Up Pup. I originally started making custom jackets, which I still love to do. It's just high-ticket items, as I feel like all of you guys would know. So expensive, not as many people buy them, and I like to be kept busy.
But they are original and unique, and nobody will have another one like it.
Very true. And anything that's colored, I do hand dye myself.
Yes, we were talking about this yesterday, and so I just want to let's show this because your dye job, especially on that pink one. Okay, maybe I'm biased a little bit. I was like, it's so good. I just really thought that was a really great dye job.
Thank you.
And I would absolutely wear that.
I know, it's honest. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna be sad when that one goes, but it deserves to go to a good home.
It will find its good home.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is what started your business, if I recall correctly. It was from here, inspired by a friend of yours that said that you should make these jackets.
Yes, yes. I had a friend because he always loved. He was big in the punk community and whatnot.
Yes.
He always loved that I had he actually, after looking at mine and my boyfriend, he ended up making his own. And then I started my business, and he was one of my biggest supporters of them. And, like I said earlier, they're a high-ticket item, so they're not a good seller, which is understandable.
Right.
Again, like I said, I keep busy, so I started making more eco-friendly items.
Well, let's take a look at these then and show us what you've got here.
Yeah, so I have soaps, which I do not make. I don't think I could ever make a soap. I'm not that talented. But I get them from a local soap maker in Edmonds. But I got them to partner, if I can talk, with my soap scrapers, which are made out of 100% cotton. The pouches, and then I don't remember what the tags are made out of. I think it's a polyester one.
I'm sorry about the wing there. So these things have a little pouch on them that opens up. Can you demonstrate that for me?
Just open them up, and you can just take your soap. And then plop them right in. These guys, they're sometimes hard to get in. But once you get them in, you start washing.
And then it's just in there, and it stays soapy kind of all the time until it's gone.
Yep. And then if you have a smaller pieces, because I know some people collect them, you can start putting them in the bag until you get enough, and then you can start using it to wash yourself.
Oh my gosh, I do that. I love handmade soap. And that is so true. When you get down to the little tiny,
the little nubs,
and you can just now put these in. Oh, that is a clever idea.
Yeah.
So can I just smell one of those soaps?
Of course.
Because I'm a smell person.
This one's my favorite.
Okay.
It's kind of like a more campy, Pacific Northwest smell is what I like to think of it as.
It's almost like bayberry and wood smoke, and it is.
Yeah, it's one of my, I love it. It's called Winter Cabin.
Winter Cabin.
And then the lavender is also another.
You all smell lavender.
Who doesn't love a good lavender?
I smell everything. You know that.
Once again, so much delicious lavender. Don't you wish you were here with me, Flora the Fairy?
I feel bad. I know in one of my mystery bags there is a juniper tonic one, which I'm not a big drinker, but gin is one of my vices. So anything that's juniper scented, I'm just like, I'm on that. And it's probably my favorite scented soap that she has.
Well, as a weird aside to things that are juniper scented, if you actually get a juniper wood magic wand, it smells like the way that cedar smells. Juniper will smell. So, which I know because
I have a juniper bush in front
I do
of my
magic
house.
wands. So that's how I know this. Well, let us continue with your thing. So, what are these rounded coasters? Are they wash rags?
They're cotton scrubbers. They're made of cotton and jute. And I actually grew up.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course. Usually they're made out of like a tulle.
Tulle is the stuff under my skirt. Yes.
Your dishes.
Yeah. To wash your dishes
So
with.
it was originally made out of tulle for dishes.
Okay.
And then because I took an eco-friendly approach and I wanted them to be jute and cotton. So these are actually biodegradable.
Oh, wow.
So if you put them in your yard waste, they'll eventually compost. Or if you just throw them in the trash, it's one less thing that's actually going to like ruin the earth, pretty much.
Wow. That's amazing.
So
I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah,
I'm learning.
that's good for an exfoliant. That's what my mom uses them for. Versus I like to use them in the kitchen because I buy other
No,
stuff.
I'm trying to move along so she can show us the next things that she's got in her booth.
Lots of things. These are my favorite soap savers. They're just ones that didn't get. Nothing ever always turns out right. And then we have reusable Swiffer pads, which I honestly love.
For like a Swiffer in your kitchen to wipe the floor with?
Yes.
What?
So one side is going to be terry cloth, which you can do a dry mop. This one's one of my favorite patterns. I love gems.
It's
And then
crystals.
it's the terry cloth on the other, so you can do a wet mop.
And then it just pushes in.
Yep. And let me tell you what.
Wash.
Yeah. Let me tell you what. This picks up so much dirt. Everyone mops the floor, obviously.
Right.
I was so pleasantly surprised to see how much dirt this will pick up.
That is amazing.
You can use it with whatever cleaner. I don't recommend bleach because everyone knows what bleach does to fabric.
Right.
But these are some of the best things. I have, of course, different designs. But yeah. No,
And to talk about saving money on the reusable, yes.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people. I actually make my own floor cleaner. I use vinegar, alcohol, and then just water, and it does a beautiful job cleaning off my floors.
Nice. I feel like I don't even know how I missed that yesterday.
And it's because it's the napkins that get everyone's attention.
The napkins that get everyone's attention. So that's what these are, is napkins.
These are reusable napkins. They're my favorite. The ghosts glow in the dark.
The ghosts glow in the dark.
That's
Did you
the
hear that
best
one,
part.
Count Morbid? Ghosts glow in the dark on those napkins.
They're my favorite. It's not. So I use these all the time. So they're just, of course, cotton and then more terry cloth on the back. They're the touch, of course. They're soft. They're machine washable, and they actually surprisingly don't stain. And they're way more absorbent than a regular napkin. So
that is what I was going to say, because touching it, it seemed like it was more absorbent. And that is one of my big complaints about restaurant napkins, is that while they're, they don't soak anything up. So if you get things on your fingers or mouth,
near it.
so
these are good. And I do the half sheets because I feel like the full sheet's just so big. Why not just use a half sheet? That's all you really need.
Right. Yes.
So.
Unless it is like the little super, super thin drive-through half sheet. Then you need 20.
Talk about those. Not at all.
So I'm curious now. Tell me about these.
The mystery bags or the headbands?
Both. So I was gonna say mystery bag, but then I read mystery sack. and then I thought, oh dear, my viewers will get a kick out of what you've labeled these.
They're genuine mysteries. I made them months ago. Forgot.
And then you don't even know what's in your own mystery bags.
I know there's soap in it. One of them has soap, which is the juniper tonic, and then anything that's up here.
Yes.
I think one of them is all Halloween themed.
Oh.
But yeah.
Nice. I like it. You're like, it's been a minute since I packed them. I forgot.
Yeah.
And then our headbands that we have. Tell me about these.
Ghosts do glow in the dark on those also.
They glow in the dark. That's fabulous.
Also made up 100% cotton, and I did the two sides so it can be reversible. Because maybe you want ghosts, maybe you want candy. You never know.
I mean, I like candy corn, so
do I.
I'm in Camp Candy Corn.
Ghosts.
He is. Gunther is a ghost hunter. Our cameraman is a ghost hunter.
Cool.
It's true.
My house I live in was built in 1911, I think.
Ooh, it's over 100 years old now.
Yeah, so sometimes we hear sounds. I've never been against ghosts. I've always believed in them. But it's just one of those things where it's like, can you guys just be quiet for one day?
I'm trying to sleep. It's a day off.
The best part, I remember being in my house. So because it's so old, a part was built onto it. One of the doors has a very specific sound because it's really thin, like one pane glass. When we keep all of our doors closed, I was standing there and I heard the sound of it slam once. And I'm like, it was closed. I walked around and I was like, what is happening?
Oh, no, that would be scary.
Yeah.
That would be a thing.
That's some of the little things that happen in my life.
Well, is there anything that you would like to say to everybody before we let you go today? Do you have any specials that are going on that our viewers should know about?
I do online or in store.
Okay.
You just gotta let me know you know about it. If you get, I have a coupon code Oddmall 2021.
Oddmall 2021.
Yes, Oddmall 2021. ODDMALL 2021. 321.
All right.
We'll get you 13% off anything in store.
Why 13?
Because it was on the 13th, the first day, and I was like, let's do 13. And it was like Friday the 13th. I'm like, it's a fun number.
13 it is, off of anything in the store. All right. And you guys remember, mention that you saw them on Fae Productions if you do go and do the purchases. And of course, if you can, just get down here with us.
Yeah.
You were going to say one more thing. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was going to say everything from jackets. So if there's anything mystery bags you want, 13% off, just let me know.
All right. That's all of that said then. Many happy sales to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming by and touring my booth.
Yes, and thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Have a great one.
All right. Are you ready to walk backwards, cameraman?
No.
You are. You can do it. I believe you. We are going all the way down to the end of this row where we will find the secret treasures that famous Dana will absolutely love.
I don't like that.
Yes, you guys can see it's so crowded here today. There's a great, great group of people wandering around searching the things. This is the perfect time to start shopping your handmade vendors because hand making takes time. And if you want your Christmas stuff in time for Christmas, you need to buy early. So you're getting your first looks here. This is our last official stop for the day, but I have a surprise planned for you guys. So right there. So this is SunFire Artistry, and I don't know if you're able to come out from the back there. Yes, great, because we need to share a microphone and become very close friends with one another. As you can see, we have all of the wooden spoons and stuff and things. So where do you need to set your things down?
Anywhere, that's good.
Okay. Well, please, if you will, say hello to our viewers at home.
Hello, my name's Allie with SunFire Artistry. I started this about 6 years ago as just hand burning spoons for the family because the older we get, the harder it is to buy for each other. So it started out as a hobby and now it's become like a full-time business. They're all usable items. It's artwork in the kitchen that's fun.
Yes. All right. You brought some things out here. Were you planning to show us a little demo here today?
So I had a gentleman custom make my spoons for me. They're all blank. So then I engraved all the handles first.
So let's show, if we can, nice up and close there.
They're all beechwood.
Rotate very slowly. Beechwood, okay?
Yep. And then once I do all the engravings, all the different patterns on the ladles, they are permanently for use. So I even made a mistake of one, and I tried to sand it off with my sander, and I couldn't get it off. So they're definitely usable, and I've sold over 6,000, and not one has come back.
Oh my gosh, 6,000 is a lot.
So, I'm a little spooned out sometimes. So, like with the ornaments, they're all new this year. So what I do is I start with blank sheets of wood.
Okay.
And then I cut, so there's either different processes. So this one is just a single, but everything has to be.
Let's show it here so our people at home.
Everything has to be hand sanded down. And then I hand paint everything. So some of these come in many different.
So where's that blank one? Can I lift this up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to be very careful because I see that these kind of punch out maybe. No, it's okay. I'm going to move this aside because these, yes, if we have them on a background and we show the camera, then it can focus on your work. So you start with actually this blank piece here.
Yep.
And then you sand it down and you start with the painting. And these are your wood. Now, because you do these designs yourself, are you able to do custom ones for people if they want a custom design?
Yes, I've got a lot of shows that I've made all their custom ornaments for them, like the Dairyland, or there's a lot of other shops that want specific things. So when I sell in other people's stores, I make artwork that tailors towards them. So if they're on the waterfront or if they're in Eastern Washington, there's a whole different type of people that like to buy what's in the area. So I'll tailor that to all of them. But yeah, so you can, like, that's not sanded down, that is, but it makes a difference. So they're a little time consuming, but they're a lot of fun. Like all hand painted ones.
I like this little gnome guy. Like a Santa gnome, sort of.
But it's been definitely a big journey that I thought I would be just finding another job after I retired, but instead I'm having my own business.
Yeah, here you are. An innovative woman. Well, obviously you've branched out from even just the ornaments and the spoons. So what else do we see here? Can you just walk me through some of your these beautiful wall hangings?
I like to call them charcuterie boards. So you can either use the back as
Like
a
a
cutting board.
cheese.
Yep, you can serve
Ooh.
it. So for fun, my
Mhm.
family, there's quite a few chefs in my family. So for fun, I have a bunch of these at home, and I will serve like a burger and fries and use this as a dinner plate.
Oh
And that way it
yeah.
makes it fun and
Yeah.
custom, and it's not just artwork, but it's something
These
useful
would be
and fun.
amazing to serve meals on at Fairy Blossom for our stone soup feast.
I could
And
make all kinds of custom stuff on
yes.
the ground,
So now, are they dishwashable or
you can, but I prefer not to because it's wood.
Right.
So these already have, all of these have a beeswax finish on them.
a beeswax finish? Okay.
But if you could just hand wash them, they'll last longer, or you have to rehydrate the wood because the heat.
Yes.
Heat
Will
rises.
cause it to crack and do other sad wood things.
Absolutely.
And hair sticks we have here.
Yes, there's all kinds of combinations of them. I started doing a lot of burning on them, but people didn't like that. So instead, I'm keeping them plain.
So do you actually do these beautiful shapes and
Yep, these are actually wrapped in paper.
in paper?
Yep, these are resin, and then these ones are water buffalo horn. It's the same thing that people make the cups out of.
I didn't know
It's very
that.
pliable. You get it soaked in water, and you can make just about anything out of them.
So how many different designs, if you know, do you have?
I have 1,237, and I don't ask me why I know that.
Because some people count stairs, right?
I can't remember what I ate yesterday, but I know everything that I've drawn.
So these are cool too. Now these are yes, keychains. Okay, thank you. That word flew out of my mind. I'll let you come over here actually. Hi, Pablo. I'm gonna maneuver you out of the way. This is my friend. Yes.
And then the cutting boards are great because all of these, you can also use charcuterie boards to serve on the front, but then the back, you've got the grooves. So you do all the cutting on one side. That way you preserve the front.
Oh,
It
and
makes
then,
it for fun artwork in the kitchen that's useful and pretty.
nice. Well, this is wonderful. So while you're here at Oddmall this weekend, do you have any specials or sales that are going?
I always, yes, when people come by, you can get at least 10% off.
Mhm.
But there's always a special going on some things. Like
All right.
things, I discounted all of those and boards. So yeah, come on by. I've got lots of setups. If you
Wait. Let's just pause for a second and let Crumpus pass because he's really loud. And the evil.
there's awesome pictures with Krampus too. If anybody comes by and wants to get a photo with them, they have a photo
I
set up.
believe that our resident troll got his yesterday. So
Absolutely.
yes. So you guys, you can find it. SunFire Artistry.
All you have to do is Google it.
Yep.
I'm everywhere. Everything comes right up. I've got my own website, so it's really easy to find.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All over the internet. Also information in the ticker that you see. Also in the low bar, you can find her before, during, and after the show information. Go to the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the things and give the likes and subscribes. You know how it all works. And you are our last official vendor today. Is there anything you'd like to say before we mosey on to our surprise?
It's been a great busy event, and if you got to come down now to get what's best because there's so many custom things, they're going to be gone. So yeah,
Yep.
check everybody out. It's been a wonderful event.
All right.
It's awesome. So hey, take care, everybody.
Yes. All right. Follow that compass.
They're filming. They're over there doing their thing. I guess so.
All right. Can we sneak by you, fellow elves?
Do you want to follow me?
Well, actually, I mean, you can say hello to our viewers at home if you'd like to. Yes, this is Pacific Northwest Crumpus, you guys. If you want to get your picture with him and the evil elves, come down to Oddmall today. Everyone will be here until 5. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the camera and our viewers at home? Humbug. Oh, Count Morbid will love you. All right, so we actually have a couple of extra vendors that we are going to go visit who have been on our show before and also happen to be here. So we are just going to pop right out. This whole place, as you guys can see, is just totally packed. We're going to go right out here in the outside door because, yes, the outside And I just want to say, I took a look at this mead booth yesterday. They have like a Pixie Mead, and I feel like it needs to be mine. But that is not where we're going. We are going here into Horse and Round Studios with Kathy Kemp. And I believe you guys have probably seen Kathy on our show before. Hello, Kathy. How are you? We're going to duck inside your booth here.
Light.
Yep. And you have a light up there, I see as well, so that's good. So we're going to have to share this a little bit, but this is the first time we've been able to see you in your full setup.
Yes, and like with internet and everything.
Yes. If you will, just say hello to everybody watching at home.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, Kathy, and your business is?
Yeah, Horse and Round Studio.
And please tell us a little bit about what you do.
All right. Well, primarily, I am a fiber artist. As you see here, I've been spinning all day long. This is sheep wool that I've been spinning and turning into yarn. And it can then be turned into shawls and all sorts of different things. Or
so you actually crochet these, though. So
yep, knit, crochet, and weave.
Knit, crochet, and weave.
Yep.
It's not just for show, ladies and gentlemen. No, wait. Ladybugs in yellow jackets. Yes. So these, I want to
for example, this wool is what I spun to make this.
And how long does it take you to make something along these lines?
A couple of days.
And this is all, so
this one takes a little bit longer.
Because you've dyed that as well, right?
Well, I do use some commercial yarns as well.
Okay.
I have to be careful with what I use because of my own allergic reactions to acrylic. So there are certain types of acrylic that I can use. So this is a cotton and acrylic blend, and that makes it so that it's very lightweight, and it's also has some spring to it.
Yes.
And a little bit of softness.
And I know one of the things that's so impressive to me is that you are basically from farm to table, as it were, but maybe shoulders and,
Yeah, sheep to shawl.
Right, sheep to shawl, as you like to say, right? As opposed to farm to table. That is excellent. I love it. Is this a D20?
It is.
Scarf?
It is.
All right, geeksters, here it is, a D20 scarf.
This is the last one I have left. They go quickly, so.
That is excellent.
But I make them in a variety of colors.
If people wanted something like that made in colors that they wanted, are you able to do that?
I am, yes. Right now, I cannot promise it in time for Christmas, but I can certainly do that.
Yes. And so, how does that process work? If somebody wants a custom thing, do they contact you through your website? They can
contact me through the website, through email, which is from the website, or on Facebook or on Instagram. We talk about colors, materials, if they have any other special touches they want to add.
Okay.
That's pretty much how it starts.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us come by your booth on a little impromptu visit today. So we're having fun walking around, and it's just today is great. So it's also nice and cool out here.
It is, and it's not too breezy right now, which is great.
Yeah, I heard it was very breezy this morning.
Yes.
Can I just will you tell me a little bit about the drop spindle? Yeah.
Would you like a demo?
I would love a demo.
Okay. So we'll just grab one of these. So this is the drop spindle. The weight on here is up at the top, which helps it spin faster, and you'll see that in a minute. Okay.
And a drop spindle is for?
It's for spinning yarn. Oh, sorry.
It is an even older method than this.
Yes. But you can still do the same stuff, and it's the same principle. Get some of the, there we go. Okay. So to get it started, you just have a little bit of twist, just like that. I'm going to, oops, there we go, over my wrist, and just start twisting. And so you build up a little bit of twist like this. I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to use my fingers like gates or locks. And you watch that twist go in.
So you give it the spin, and then you kind of let it unspin.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh.
Yeah, then you get fancy.
Yours is so good and perfect. I tried
15 years of practice.
I tried, how many?
15.
Oh no.
And
I tried it once, and mine was not that good and perfect.
Well, that's why it just takes practice. And then you just roll it here as you finish stuff. And there we go. And then you roll it back up here. Oops, do that and keep going.
Ah, look at
Just
that.
like that.
Wow.
Yep.
You make it look so easy. But you hand paint these drop spindles
I
as well.
do, yes. And I have friends that help me with it as well.
Oh, so it's kind of like
because
get together and have your
it
drop
does,
spindle
yeah.
painting party.
Yeah, game and paint, you know.
Yeah, game and paint. I like it. Can I ask you a question about your spinning
Absolutely.
wheel?
Yes.
Why does your spinning wheel not have a needle on it?
Okay. History.
Yay!
So, yeah. So initially, when Pierrot wrote down the initial story that the Grimm brothers took it from, they were spinning with a distaff, which is something like this, but actually goes in your belt. So you'd actually have a distaff that was sticking up here, and it would have the wool on it like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be spinning, you'd have the wool above you, and you'd be spinning from that, doing just what I was doing with the drop spindle.
Okay.
So then, and usually the top of the drop spindle doesn't always have a hook on it. That's very modern. It would actually just be something like this, or with a spike on the top, because you don't want it to bounce as you're doing that spinning, because that can break the yarn.
Okay.
So then later, when they started developing the spinning wheels, get this out of the way.
Oh wow. Okay.
The spindle would be sideways like this, and the whorl, the string would be cut into that. So this would be spinning like this. Oh, actually the other direction. Same difference. And this would be sharp, so it didn't bounce.
Okay.
So that would be the sharp point on the spinning wheel.
That's the needle that they're talking about?
Mhm.
They're not talking about an actual
No.
I never knew that. I have learned something totally fascinating and new about fairy tales.
Yep.
Sleeping Beauty.
Exactly.
I always, and when you see it depicted though, it always is depicted like she pricks her finger on.
Yeah, on a distaff.
Yeah. Yes.
Flax wheels can sometimes have a sharp point at this.
But it's not a
because
needle.
cone.
It's just because it's made
Exactly.
sharp to keep it just.
Exactly. Yeah. Rumpelstiltskin is spinning flax.
That is true.
Yep. And it looks like gold when it's actually spun. So yeah.
I thought flax is I thought it was a grain.
No, well, linen. It's the stalks that are beat and redded and all kinds of different stuff.
And it looks like
It
flax is what makes linen.
Yes.
That's why you were saying linen.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Guys, I am so not confused today. I'm learning many, many things, but I am not confused at all. That is fabulous. And I didn't know that either. So
Yeah. But we also feed flax seed to our sheep as part of their grain mix, because we do a custom grain mix. And the flax seed that they don't eat.
Is this the source of the golden fleece from
Yep.
Jason and the Argonauts?
That I don't know. That may actually be like a natural colored fleece that was highly prized.
Gotcha.
So that I haven't actually really looked into, and that would be a really interesting research project.
Well,
So,
there you go.
Yeah.
There I am, coming up with interesting research projects. More things to do in your
Exactly.
copious amounts of spare time.
Of course. Who doesn't have that?
So, how many sheeps do you have now?
We now have 8
Is it called sheeps?
sheep.
Sheep. Okay.
Yeah. So I picked up 2 more wethers, 2 more Icelandic wethers, and 1 ewe who has horns, because boys
What?
can do anything boys can do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and she is part Icelandic, part Shetland.
Well, so funny. Speaking of ewes, is my bloom day's coming up here, and often I say, hippo birdie to you.
Uh-huh.
And a friend told me that I should buy a birthday present for myself that's, approximately the cost of 2 ewes. What is approximately the cost of 2 ewes?
About $400.
About $400.
Yeah. Well, actually, these days, if it's a viable ewe, you probably be more like $600. So
We've done that.
Do you
2
hear
of these
that?
shawls.
We've done that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the demo and everything. Do you have anything you would like to say to our viewers at home before we mosey on from your
I
booth?
think we've covered a lot of ground today.
All right. We have, really. It was
but-
good ground.
Yes, but I also have, additional, original patterns and all sorts of other things. So
Can people buy your original patterns?
absolutely, they're available right here, but also electronically on my website.
At your website, and do you have an Etsy store?
I do not, just the website.
Just your website.
Yep.
And what is your website?
It is horseandround.com. How about that?
Yes. There we go. horseandround.com. All right.
Cards all come with pictures of sheep.
Is that
or dog?
A girl sheep or a boy sheep?
This is Pocket. This is one of our wethers. He's a boy sheep.
A wether.
That is fixed.
Gotcha.
He's a fixed ram.
Because since they can all do the horn thing.
Yeah. So.
This is a thing I would not have patience to do. This beautiful beading of yours. I love to touch it though.
Yeah.
And
It's lots of fun to fidget with.
oh, stockings.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, these are soft too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love your Christmas ornaments that look like yarn balls.
Yeah, those are hand spun yarn. And also the sheep that's wrapped in hand spun yarn.
These ones are cool.
Yeah. And then these are hand quilted.
You do quilting too?
I do.
Well, you do everything.
I know.
Well, when the zombie apocalypse comes, I guess you're going to be the one that's going to clothe us all. So.
I get told that a lot. So.
All right. I believe we are ready to mosey forth. Now, the next place we're going to go, you guys, also very cool vendor, has been on our show before, and I'm really excited to walk back indoors where it's warmer. Yes. But I am very excited to go over here and show you. You may remember it's FaceOdd masks, but it's spelled FaceOdd. And she is here. We bumped into her yesterday, and we just said we would swing by because can do a little bit extra at the end of our show, even though it's not technically the end if we're still doing it, right? So she is right over here to my left. Yes. Hello, hello. Do you want to come out so that we don't want to crowd in and possibly break things? So now, what's funny about this is that yesterday she acquired a beautiful new shawl piece from Kathy at Horse and Round, who we just visited with. So that's right. So you can see in action. Oh, I like that hood because there's so much of it. But the dress is from Mishu, who is down there.
And the shawl.
Yep, there's Mishu and the shawl. Look at that. It is. It's beautiful. Well, come this way a little bit. We have to share a mic, and so I have to stand close to you. I hope that's okay. So if you will, these are our viewers watching at home. Please say hello and tell them who you are and what your booth is and a little bit about your work here.
Hi, I am Tamara Clamor of FaceOdd Masks. It used to be FaceOdd Wearable Art Masks, but now it's just FaceOdd. I do other things besides masks. One of is this adorable little...
It's adorable little mushroom house. This is a Christmas ornament, you guys. I just saw this yesterday. Look at this. And so you kind of hand sculpt these into their shape and then you paint them. Can you tell me a little bit about that? These are all your own patterns?
They are all my own pattern, and it's built over a little tea light. So it has an on-off switch. And it is two pieces of two different thicknesses of leather. This is thinner, and then the little top's a bit thicker just to give it more structure.
Mm-hmm.
And then the little hook, actually, if you can see, there's a slit here where if I wanted to pop this out, I could, and then it could just sit.
Oh, as a decoration on a table.
Or you could leave it.
I
And it's
just
like a little.
like it's a curly Q.
Exactly. I personally wouldn't want to take the curly Q out, but you could.
And what is this little tiny one that's hidden underneath there? I didn't even see that one yesterday. It's the little mushroom.
This is the very first one.
Oh, is that like you keep it? That's your good luck one.
This is the very first one.
And this is all hand painted then?
It is, yes. And I painted it in sort of an expressionist sort of dots method, which works really well from a distance. It kind of looks like real flowers to me. And this one.
Opens on top.
Yeah, it's like a little trinket box.
Oh,
And so there is a tea light in it right now.
but it has a bottom, and so you can have other things that are in there.
When I was first figuring out how to do it, I stole the cap off of the pepper.
Yeah.
And I realized that I could just order spice lids and I wouldn't have to steal them anymore. So it's built over a little spice lid. That's how you get to the battery, to the on-off switch.
No, I like that you're actually showing us these little secrets along the way of you and your developing your awesome product.
Oh, thank you. I'll figure it out. I was trying to hide the battery because I didn't bring in fabric for it.
Oh, I thought that was a sewing kit.
Oh, yes, it is. It is now. It's an illusion.
Right?
What do I know? Yeah.
Well, please, if you will, show us a couple of things and let's look at them.
Okay. So I want to start with this.
Look at this guy. This is like this green man, amazing oak. I don't know. It's beautiful.
The very first one of this was supposed to be oak, but I didn't know how to make oak leaves.
Yeah, because they do look a little bit different than that.
They do. And so the person that wanted oak, and I said, but I have all of these little eye-opening pieces from the masks from all of these years of teaching a pile. What if I
that you cut out from here and then you reshape them
into these leaves?
What? That is so clever.
No, thank you. So now I actually make my mask patterns for the newer pieces so that the eye openings are going to be really great leaves when they're out.
That is so clever. And so can I ask you, how did you, if you don't mind sharing, because I don't want you to reveal any trade secrets or anything like that, but how did you learn how to sculpt faces and other such things into the leather? Because it seems, I mean, you can't really put it on a person, right? Or did you?
So people often ask me what kind of mold I use, and my mold is actually my own face. I shape every one of these masks and headpieces on my own face.
And then
The reason that I do it is I want the mask to fit not because there's a strap holding it on your head, but because it rests gently on the bones, on the features of the human face. And by sculpting it on my own face, I can control where the material goes so that you'll see a lot of them have kind of grooves and channels.
Yes.
They're decorative, but actually they're structural. That's what causes it to be able to sit kind of above the face ever so slightly and comfortable.
And then that way it's not just pulling on the back of your head or whatever that may be.
Right.
Well, this is beautiful. What else have we here? I mean, because I see unicorn masks. I see the birch tree. You've got hair. What's this?
So the skull is
There goes my book. It's okay. It is quite durable. Oh, thank you.
I'm just gonna pop this off. When I was hiking the first time in the Pacific Northwest, I encountered these flowers that I had never seen. Being from the cornfields of Illinois, I didn't know that this is a trillium. And they're amazing. They're beautiful. And so this particular trillium, I added a piece on the back so that you could wear it.
It's meant to be like a headband then.
A fascinator. You could wear it on the side of your head.
Nice. Got it.
Or you could tuck the straps behind and just put it, on your bookshelf. Or if you didn't like the straps at all, you could completely snip them off, I suppose. Some people put them on the wall.
Yeah. Because it could also go on a barrette too that needs to.
I haven't been able to perfect that yet. It's a matter of balancing the weight.
But if you have this, then you could literally wrap that around like a big whoop. I don't know.
I don't have enough hair to try it.
You know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to set it back up straight.
Okay. They're not fragile. However they look.
No, I like this guy. Yes. Because I know we have magical unicorns and mermaids out there that want.
I actually finally riveted the hormones.
I love this.
Thank you. And it's stitched.
Can we? And all the little ears are all. Okay, now you did not put the ears onto a unicorn or a horse and fashion them. You did this all out of your own head. Yes. I was going to be amazed if you did that, though.
No, this was all. I put it on my own head and then I shaped it. So these ridges are necessary so that the ears will stay up.
Oh, okay.
And on things that have bigger ears, like the bunny,
Aha.
the little bunny crown.
Kind of got a Donnie Darko going on.
It doesn't matter what color my bunny is. Everyone always says that. So I made something that was a little bit more.
So can I just ask, like, I can see the real close up here, this pattern? What is this? Like, is this hand painted in here, or?
So the flower is a stamp from Handmade. It's a very old one that was given to me years ago. This shape right here,
The spiral.
is the little curly cube that's on the top of the mushroom house. This happened to be on my workbench, so I pressed it in, and it was the perfect thing.
And voila.
But what I was talking about earlier about the structure, these ears would not stay up without that. Like, this is the magic that's making it not fall down.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And so one last thing before I wander on here. Do you want to pick it, or should I pick it? What it is that I want to talk about, or we want to talk about.
You pick it, please.
Okay, I want to talk about the bracers. I think they're amazing, and since we have so many people that are out there, like, that are joining our Kingdom Army and that are out there doing our sword battles when we're at Fairy Blossom Festival, I think this is great for people that are doing that. So tell me about these.
So they are decorative. I don't know how they would fare in a battle, but they are designed to look like a leaf. This one has a little bit more structure, and so I put laces in it. I'm not going to unlace it and go through all of that right now, so you'll have to imagine. But this is how it would look.
I love these. These are so good.
Thank you. Which, let me try one really quick and show you.
What do you think? Can I get these? And I can't have leather armor. Why not?
Just say no.
Oh,
Quite.
what? No, I like them. Can I put my hand in there?
Yes. Let me open it up a bit.
I'm really excited to try this on. And I will. I'll get out there. I'll sword you.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
I think that you'll be able to.
But you did well at the apple pie. Swinging my club. So you might.
All right, here we go. Oh, probably. My hand is all the way in. I have deceptively small little fingers and hands. But you do too, I can see. So it is not too tight at all. And I like this cord that you've used because it's not slippery. Like, I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's a work
A boot lace.
It's a work boots.
I love this. Now, these, how's the color on these?
How will it hold on?
With weatherizing. You can show me probably almost anything you want.
May I support you with water?
Yes. I mean,
Make sure you spray in the face. It just beads.
it just beads right off the water.
It
Love
will
it.
fall right off.
Spray it again so I can see it. It didn't go.
It'll just fall right off.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So then you don't have to worry about anything.
Nope. That's why I paint the inside and the outside of the mask so that they're completely waterproof.
I like this.
Yeah, it's actually necessary. It would be really uncomfortable to move your arm. If it
That's
wasn't
true.
good.
I have armor. It doesn't have that. And it hurts a lot.
I shall let you take it off, madam. And while we're taking it off, I shall let Gunther just pan around very close up at some of your work.
Can I tell you that one more thing really fast that I'm super excited about?
Talk away while he's looking.
Okay, I will. I made this adorable little snake that is designed to go around a hair bun, and it's my favorite. Well, aside from everything,
Aside from everything else?
at the moment, aside from everything else, it's my favorite little. Wow.
Whoop.
Maybe not.
Almost. There we go. I love it. Okay, snake, hairbun snake. Oh, this guy right here. Okay. So this
Isn't just the most adorable little snake?
and he just goes right around.
Yeah, a hairbun. Or he also is very cooperative in terms of building like business cards. Yeah, we put around on the
I love this.
He could be a tree ornament.
He could be all kinds of things.
That's very well as a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like my adorable little friend. And I have another one somewhere over there that's black and purple and green.
I love this.
And they're super.
They're just hanging out waiting.
And I have a pattern for a larger one.
Uh-huh.
That would be a hat band. For the hat style that a lot of the witch hats that are just kind of knit.
Yes.
So I'm going to soon have a snake that's like this, only bigger. That can go around that hat style. It's going to be
The accessories to spruce up your hat. All right, you guys. I think this brings us to almost the end. Ah, yes. So you may have noticed today. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you would like to say to everybody before we let you go?
No pressure, right? Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, and many happy sales to you. Now, you may have noticed today, between today and yesterday, I leveled up my wings. I've got the very shiny and iridescent going on. You need to trade me places. We're gonna go this way. What? Oh, I think he's trying to show my wings off.
Got wings,
I have
ears.
to turn sideways so I can squish through. But I did get these here at Oddmall, so I'm going to walk you guys right around to the amazing wing vendor that I bought these from. Thank you so much. I don't know how long you really want to follow along behind me, but here we go. I am poking my head back in your booth at the most waitress appropriate time ever. Yes, so these are our viewers live at home watching from the YouTubes and the Facebooks. These are the vendors that I got my new amazing fairy wings from. So if you guys would like, you don't have to, because I know it's sort of impromptu, but if you want to step out here and say hello and just introduce your booth, I'm sure everybody would like that.
Hi, I'm Miranda. This is the Faery Artificer.
Faery Artificer?
Yes.
All right. Quick rundown of what you have here.
Okay, so I make fairy wings. Here I've got the smaller ones that I put on. Wait. They are from Zelda. Here we have,
Shoe wings.
yes, we call them fairy feet.
Fairy feet.
Yes, these are hair bows.
And they're also iridescent and shiny that basically somebody's eye will be caught no matter what.
And over here we have the full-size ones.
Yes, and we have the dragonfly wings, big, beautiful.
Cicada wings.
Yes.
Dragonfly
Now, can you just tell me real quick, what are these like if they get wet or with water, or are they indoorsy, outdoorsy?
So they are, I'd say, water resistant.
Water
I mean,
resistant.
I wouldn't dunk them in water.
Right. And don't stand in the downpour.
Yeah,
They're not going to
exactly.
melt if they get a little bit wet. Look at these fairy crowns that they have with the wings on them.
What if you quit knocking your wings into me?
I'm not. They're flirting with you. My wings are flirting.
Yes, these are just things I threw together, like little bees with some bee wings,
Mm-hmm.
inspired by bee wings, and kind of mermaid inspired.
Yes, I love it. We've got
or
some fun.
yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna move on pretty quick here because I know that there was a little surprise stop by, but yes, you guys are looking for your wings. They have them. So, and I see you're almost out there in the box, so, right? So you better hurry up, folks. The wings are flying fast. Do you see what I did there? You can.
I completely forgot to mention that my incredible mask and gauntlets are from Lunar Mansion Fashion. He
Mhm.
December 55. So
Space number 55.
I don't know if you've visited yet, but she has incredible wares as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. We are going to round the corner here to the man that basically is the new ownership of Oddmall, who is Captain Slinky. He's back there. This is his booth, and we're gonna meet him and introduce ourselves and let him say hello to you. Ooh, I have to squish you.
Sonic the Gnome. It's perfect.
Known for moving very quickly.
That's
Great. I love it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to Oddmall.
Captain Slinky,
Hi.
please say hello to our viewers at home.
Hi.
You are live.
How's it going? I'm not sorry. It's okay. He'll be fine. I'll be good.
Be good. Hi. So please, just obviously you've kind of sort of introduced yourself or been introduced. Tell I know that this is also though your booth, and you are of course our new Oddmall ownership as well. This is your very first show because you took over during kind of the COVID time.
That is correct.
Yes,
Yep.
and so please tell us a little bit about what you yourself do at your own show.
Okay. Well, I make lamps.
But not just
Mostly.
any lamps.
They're weird lamps.
Exactly.
They are lamps that are made out of broken and recycled toys, broken lamps that people thought were dead, that I learned how to rewire and make not kill you when you touch them. I make them out of VHS tapes, obviously, as you see here, is my current thing.
Yes.
That I'm really into, because VHS tapes, everybody has a box of VHS tapes in their garage. And so I have found a way to turn them into beautiful furniture. But then also the golden lamps are the ones that I do the most of, because that's actually the broken toys and broken knickknacks.
But all of these are functional, and so people can just plug a light bulb right into the top,
Exactly.
and
Stick a lampshade on it, plug a light bulb in, plug it in, you're good to go.
and there's every brand of sci-fi, fantasy, geekery here that somebody could possibly want.
Oh yeah, I do. I a lot of crossover.
Now, can I ask you a question that I don't think I've ever
Sure.
asked you before? If somebody had toys or something that they wanted made into a
Oh
lamp,
yeah,
you could do this.
I totally can. I have done that before for people that had they would bring me just a big old stack of broken Star Wars toys
Right.
that they don't have anything. Say, hey, make this into a lamp. And so I make it into something that it wasn't.
Yes.
I can't even remember what I made out of all those. I think that I made them into a Voltron type of a robot that was holding the light bulb up. Yeah.
Like all the pieces
But out of
together.
Star Wars figures. So
That is amazing.
yeah, X-wing is one leg, and a broken land speeder is the chest, and it was pretty awesome.
Now, I know that you've also done some other things, not just lamps, because I know that we've got Christmas ornaments that are hanging up over there.
Once a year, we do the
And
Christmas ornaments.
Tree
yes.
toppers as well, right?
Yeah.
So
So that tree toppers that we have, that's a new thing that we're doing. We absolutely love our little tree toppers. This year we only were able to make the two. Well, we made three actually. I made a beautiful golden gem encrusted Millennium Falcon for somebody that used to be one of our local artists, Josh Myers. He moved to
someplace other
Georgia?
than here.
Yeah, someplace other than here. And he had me ship it to him. He saw me making it on my own stream. And he said, "No, it's sold. Whatever you want for it,
I will buy the thing."
don't take it to a show. It is mine." And then, so the ones we have this year, because we made them more in a Halloween type of a time.
Yes.
Yeah, we have one cute little bobbly head, type of a candle.
But the
Candle still in the other
Jeanette
one.
Isabella. Let's show us the Jeanette Isabella skull candle thing.
Yeah, the Jeanette is
The bobblehead.
Yeah. She's my favorite because she likes to set things on fire.
Fire was a conversation we had yesterday on the
Everyone loves it.
right?
Yeah. And then the other one there, that's just a judgmental spirit. I angled the head down.
What?
It's a judgmental Christmas spirit. It gazes down upon the people.
Are you doing good?
Are you having a happy Christmas or not?
And its arms are posed in this nice way of, please, I beg of you. I mean, as I was making it, the voice became. I felt like with everything, every one of these lamps has a voice. It has a theme song. It has a backstory that we made up. I mean, because as a family, we make all this.
Now,
stuff.
do you ever?
Ones are really fun.
Yeah, the theme song ones are the best.
Ones you got.
Captain Slinky and Mrs. Slinky.
This is Mrs. Slinky,
Yes.
my wife, who actually does all the stuff
Yes.
for me.
Now, do you guys ever write your backstories up and sell them with your lamps so that the customers know?
Oh,
No.
we only partake in the traditional vocalization of these
yes.
stories.
The
They
art
have
of
to-
storytelling.
Yes, they have to be taken along with.
Oh.
You buy the story, basically.
Yes.
It's up to you if you want to write it
It's
down.
your folklore.
Yeah.
It will change with oral history.
That
As
is
it gets
true.
passed from person to person. It will change.
Exactly.
So now, because we are stopping by and you are on our unofficial list of folks that we are visiting this afternoon, that means that we don't have your information going on a ticker right now. No, that's okay,
It's
though.
okay, yeah. It's okay.
Do tell our viewers where they can find you, if not here.
You know what? They can find me
You have
through
it.
anything that's on that business card. I'm trying to think of. There's a CaptainSlinky.com actually has a gallery of my lamps and the people that purchased them over the years.
And then, of course, the Oddmall page.
Yes,
is-
Oddmall.co for all of the Oddmall stuff.
Yes.
Mostly when we're doing updates, we'll do it either on our Instagram or on our Facebook. For Instagram, it's CS Oddmall, as in Captain Slinky's Oddmall.
Okay.
And on Facebook, it's the official Oddmall
For
PNW,
Pacific Northwest. Yep.
Pacific Northwest.
And then you
Facebook
also,
page.
though, you are doing a different thing since you have inherited the Oddmall here. You have a Twitch show where
Yeah,
tell us about that a little
that's
bit.
right. I do a Twitch stream. I try to do it twice a week.
What days?
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. What time?
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3-ish, 3:30-ish, usually 3:30 or 4 at the latest, until 6.
And what do you do on your show?
On my show, I make the lamps, I make the ornaments, I chat with everybody in the chat,
Nice.
and I watch vintage cartoons.
Uh-huh.
Basically, okay, with all the VHS tape lamps that I've made,
Yes.
I have a lot of unmarked VHS tapes.
Okay.
So we will
Oh, so
either
you
pop
just randomly
tapes.
put them in?
Yeah, we'll put tapes in and we play the game. Boy, I hope it's not porn.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
brave.
yeah, I'm very brave. And we have not run into anything bad. Mostly what we get is, because of the type of people that I get the tapes from, old cartoons.
Old cartoons, right.
This was Saturday morning, 1986, and so we've got the entire Saturday morning,
Oh my gosh.
1986, with all the commercials and everything.
And now
It's so fun.
I overheard Mrs. Slinky earlier saying, I want to focus on this just real quick because it was amazing. But this Star Wars lamp, and she was saying something about the order of the
Yes. This
Tell
is
me what
the
that was.
only acceptable viewing order of every Star Wars movie. And then you stop. You stop from this. Because, okay, what you do is you start here at the top with Star Wars to Jedi. This is like the making of. This is going to reassure you. This is not magic. This is not science fiction. This is not real science. This is something that was made by human hands. You need to go into this with that because otherwise you'll get lost in Star Wars. So after you've watched that, and you know that there's special effects involved, then you go into the actual Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. But this is the one that before they added the Episode 4 A New Hope type of stuff to it. This is the original edit. And then after that, of course, the Star Wars Holiday Special.
because
The Empire
it's the
Strikes
most
Back.
terrible thing
It's-
ever that it's great.
Yes, but also it's something you have to see in order to understand Empire Strikes Back. Otherwise, Empire Strikes Back makes no sense. All of a sudden,
Disco dancing from space.
I didn't
Yes.
even know that there was a Star Wars.
oh,
holiday
you can
special.
find it on YouTube.
It's a good thing that
I'll
I on the
show you later.
Leprechaun does not
Oh,
list hear
All
me
right, you're
saying
gonna
this right now.
sure later. Okay. Well,
This is
prepare
it.
for a beating.
They're gonna
You
make
get to
me
see-
watch these later.
Princess Leia sings very drugged up. Oh,
Oh dear.
it's
This
yeah.
is the cocaine cowboy.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, and then you get to watch Chewbacca march into the sun at the end. You will never forget it, and it is the most important part of the Star Wars mythos. So then you're prepared to watch Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, after Empire Strikes Back, you're very hungry for more, but you have to watch the Ewoks. You have to watch the Ewoks movie because it prepares you.
Movie.
There's three.
There's 3 of them actually.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know that.
And a cartoon series,
Yeah.
but really, we're just gonna make you watch.
C-3PO on it.
Yeah, you just have to watch this one in order because it introduces you to the Ewoks and it makes sure that you know that the carnage that they do in Return of the Jedi
Makes sense.
makes sense now.
They're not just
It makes sense that they're not just cute little
like
teddy bears.
rabid teddy
They are
bears in the
a
world.
tribal system of savage warriors. So yeah, and then you wrap up, of course, with the special effects because after that you're going to think this was all real. No, you need to be reassured it was not real.
You know
can
what?
calm
That's
down.
a very serious question for you. Speaking of sciencey things, can you prove to me that it isn't real? Because if I'm looking at it, I mean, I'm touching it,
Mhm.
and so either we're having the same imaginary hallucination, or this is real.
All of existence is an illusion. You have to know that to begin with. None of this matters.
If that's true,
Everything.
then that means everything's real.
Time, currency, government, none of it's real. People, wake up.
No, I reject your call to wake up, and I want to take a nap.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
gonna
like to
sleep.
hijack this stream and turn it into a rant. If you like.
I'm going back to sleep.
You're
I'm not
right.
waking up. No, it's sort of like in the Matrix. Like, do you want that steak, or
Yeah,
do you want to be woke? And you're like,
pretty
"Yes,
good.
yes."
So when you go to it, okay, with that approach of the hey, I think I want the steak,
Right?
then yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
still imaginary.
I'm.
It's just imaginary within the imaginary world
I
of
feel-
imagination that we all imagined together.
Apparently, there's comments coming from the crowd saying that the Ewoks are actually killers.
The Ewoks are actually killers.
They are, and this proves it. The Ewok trilogy of movies will prove to you that the Ewoks are savage killers.
So I thought I was pretty good on Star Wars universe, but I have been absolutely schooled today.
I don't know nearly as much as you.
I know that, but today I've learned how much more it is that I know I don't know now.
Well, now let me tell you about the Gospel of Jar Jar Binks.
No? No. Misa has to go now.
Okay. Well, thank you for dropping by. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
We're swinging back on down to
Okay.
the corner from whence we came.
Awesome.
And I think
Enjoy
we're,
your corner.
yes, and I believe we're going to stop by one last booth that we've been requested. I was kind of flagged on my way over here. So
Awesome.
Sunday, you know. All right. I believe here now we are going over to one of the friends of FaceOdd, and we stopped by her booth yesterday and took a look at some of this festival wear that she has, which is awesome. And she was amazing and very friendly, but that is not her.
It's not, is it?
No, there was a lady back here yesterday. She is gone for barbecue and she will be back shortly. No. These are our viewers at home. Wave hello on her behalf. And you, though, cannot give me her elevator speech, can you?
Cannot.
You can, because you're looking at me like, oh, Yes. Well, I will show you guys while I'm in here since, alas, she is not here. She was so kind to us yesterday, though. She popped right out of her booth and we struck up a conversation. It was great.
Sad to miss everybody.
Alas. But there will always be more chances in the future. I want to show you guys though, some of her stuff because she has super great festival wear here. And this is the one that really was the one that caught my eye. And then when I came in here, so I'm just going to take it off, show it to you guys. I remember what she said about it. Because obviously it's pink and so it's like my colors, but this cute little top. It's got this hood on it like this. And it is a little halter top, she said, made for the buxom lady, if you will.
Are you buxom lady?
I am. And so these are, this actually feels like bamboo maybe material. It's real soft, whatever it is, a super nice soft material. I'm just going to pull some things off here so you guys can see. Lunar Mansion. I like these cut sleeves.
On Etsy at Lunar Mansion Fashions.
On Etsy at Lunar Mansion Fashions. So all of our fuzzy hats here. I love this. You guys, the masks, the gloves. This is another thing that caught my eye yesterday. Not only was this, I thought this was a skirt. I was wrong. It is awesome. It is pants. Look at this. I like these big, awesome, I don't even know what kind of pants they are, but they look so comfortable. Some matching psychedelic gloves. Look at this. So these, I asked about these because they were very shiny, and as you guys know, I'm a fan of shiny. But do you see how these, so when you put them on, they're what she calls them her little mermaid fishtails, because when you then put your feet together, these stick out and they kind of make a little mermaid tail looking at the bottom of your feet. So I am sad that we missed her, but please tell her I did stop by. And you guys, that brings us to the end of our show today, and you guys know how this works. So hit the like and subscribe button, if you will. We will be going here at Oddmall until 5 p.m. today. We are in Monroe, Washington. So just a little bit east at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds. I always want to say Evergreen County, but it's Evergreen State Fairgrounds. And with that said, that brings us round to the end of our show. Oh, here we have a whole lot of people getting tiny crusts. I see how it is. This is excellent. We're magicking the world. Wave at our camera. Yes. Hi, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. All right.
Hello, friends. This is Gun for Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family. Safe travels.
I like the magic room.